How you doing? Anyway, we're gonna start with tennis news, right? So there are two live tournaments happening. One is ending this coming weekend, which is the Women China Open 1000. So we're gonna start with, which one is this? This is the Shanghai one that started on Wednesday. These are the matches that are happening today. The seeds, some of the seeds are starting to play vandaag, which is Shelton, Rune, Djokovic. Why is Djokovic here? He should be retiring. Fritz, Diabo. Diabo's had such a... Lena's also playing today. Really? Wow, okay. And then... yeah, so these are the matches that are starting today. I'm not going to name all of them. Zverev is first. Why? Well, okay. That's me. I'm always amazed when I look at the the doubles. I see some players that are like technically should not be there. But yeah, that is the tournament that started today. I think Yannick Sinner is the defending champion. I think this is the tournament that he won last year. So yeah, that's it. And then this is the women. So women today, the only two matches that are playing that are singles are Cartel versus Noskova, and Cartel beat what's her name, Pegula. I forgot. She's playing real good tennis, eh? So I'm rooting for her in that match. And then Navarro versus Pegula. Either way, I don't care. Navarro defeated Iga. Iga 6-love to that side. My goodness, that was firepower. Oh, that was amazing. Now we move on to some happy, sad, bittersweet news. No. Okay, Coco Gauff. Let's start with Coco, I guess. Coco Gauff, no. Where's it? I'm sorry. Where's it? I wanna manage. You see now, I have to scroll down. Okay, where is it? It's gone. Imagine. Okay, there it is. Hold up. Hold the phone. We are holding the phone for me. Where is it? Oh yeah, Ben Shelton is back. Ben Shelton is back from his injury that he sustained during the US Open, his shoulder injury. But he's quoted saying, "I am not done." He ain't done, kids. Ben Shelton returns to Shanghai Open after his open after US Open, and he was crying. So I assumed that he was going to take a little bit more time before he comes back, but he really doesn't want his ratings to slip and not to try to compete in the ATP finals later this year, in like 2 months, less than 2 months or something like that. But yeah, he's pushing himself apparently. And Zhang also came back in the China Open. She retired in one of her matches as well. I think not due to her elbow. I think due to an arm. I forgot which arm it is, what type of injury on her arm, so she decided to retire. So I think maybe she came back too quickly, but we don't know this extent. I haven't seen or heard any news about her injury as of yet, but I'll look out for that. But yeah, he's coming back. He's quoted saying, "It's my first time that I've pushed myself in a good position at this point in the year to make Turin." So that's the motivating factor, is that he wants to play in the ATP finals in Turin, you know, so he wants to make that. He doesn't want to drop. I like Jack Draper, who's going to be dropping. He told the thingy. So I'm happy with the way that I've played this year and what I've been able to do. I'm not done. I have more things that I want to accomplish this year. So let's see where we are in a month's time. So yeah, he's quick to come back. Done. So yeah, that is what is happening with Ben Shelton. Okay, we're gonna move on. Now we're gonna go to Gail. I was supposed to say this right after, but anyway, Gail Monfils, bittersweet news, happy, sad, is that Monfils has decided to end his career at age 40 next year because he turned 31 in like a few years ago. So he's deciding to call time on his career when he turns 30, which he says is a good time to retire. Yeah, he turned pro in 2004. He has 13 ATP finals. He picked at number 6 in the world. He said, 39-year-old, the French veteran, renowned for his spectacular style of play and athleticism, announced on Wednesday in a message posted on social media, "The year ahead will be my last as a professional tennis player." So he said, I'm not going to read this entire thing. I'll post it, his whole Instagram caption. He said, I held a record in my hands for the first time at 2.5 years. I began playing professional at 18. The opportunity to turn my passion into a profession is a privilege I've cherished during every match and moment of my 21 career. Though this game means the world to me, I am tremendously at peace with my decision. Exactly. When you have, you are blessed and privileged to be able to retire at your own pace, at your own time, without being forced to retire like E.I.E. Federer and Nadal, So, yeah, I'm happy for him. So, yeah, he says, I love this one. He says, while I came close, I never did win a Grand Slam during my career. I won't pretend that I expect to do so during my last. Why would you? But he has no regrets, and he's grateful for that, and he's not gonna be starting now and say what if. No, there's no time for what ifs. Just because you play tennis doesn't mean you're destined to win a Grand Slam, and doesn't mean that you have to win a Grand Slam. Sometimes just enjoying the sport that you love is a privilege. To earn money from it, to travel around the world, to meet fantastic people along the way is also a privilege in itself. It shouldn't be that I have to win a Grand Slam. E.I.E. Zverev, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not going on Twitch. So this is what he wrote on X, Twitter. Okay, so yeah, he's lucky. He played alongside Roger, Nadal, Novak, and Andy Roddick. So yeah, it's a very long speech, but yeah, he says thank you to everyone who's helped him, including us who supported him on the television. He inspired a lot of people. He inspired Arthur Fields, being a showman himself. He inspired some greedy people of color, black people, to also play the sport. So we are happy for him. Congrats. See you soon. We'll be there with your journey. But he also did say that he will play until the end of next year's season. That's if he doesn't get retired, if he doesn't injure himself again. But yeah, we hope for the best. It is a full season of him retiring his retirement tour. Anyway, thank you so much, Monkeys. On my wall, it reminds me that it's not so bad. Okay, now we go to Carlos. Carlos and Sina won the ATP 500 titles respectively, being China and Japan. Sina won it on Wednesday and Alcaraz won it on Tuesday. He's quoted saying after his win, "We're working on new things," which you can clearly see with his drop shots, with his volleys coming to the net and stuff like that. But when he's pushed back, he will resort to his natural game, which is power, which is strength, which is return. But he is trying to return better when it comes to second serves. Try to attack second serves much better, coming inside the court for a second serve against his opponent. But it also depends what type of opponent he's playing. So I like that he's doing that more. He needs to learn he needs to get used to redirecting a lot, like when they play his backhand, because I see some of the players in this tournament, they play a lot of his backhand. So if he gets comfortable, he should really try to redirect and go to the opposite side of the court. He did get some winners when he did that, but he did also hit the net a lot when he did that with both back and forehand. So I would love him to work on that as well, not just drop shots and volleys and trying to attack the second serve for his opponent by coming into the court as well, not just staying at the back of the court and the baseline. So yeah, those are the things I would like. His service is getting better. It's not as wow or like distinctive like some of the one of the commentators like, but he's still like serving at 120. But what is the difference? Say, we just started to change my serve. It's not going to be this miraculously different serve all of a sudden where I'm hitting at 250. No, it takes time, it takes energy, and it takes practice. Let him be, okay? But he did, his serving did improve there. So sometimes tennis comments like to tell us you just have to tip your cap and say good job. Okay, so he beat Leonard Tien 6-2, 6-2. Leonard Tien beat Medvedev during that, and Medvedev did have his hits as usual.
Good donation. I tell him something bad, I get disqualified. But what am I supposed to tell to this guy? You don't talk now. You don't talk. I talk to him. You don't talk.
I don't know what he gave it for. So let me just ask him what it's for. Well, I know that.
Why are you talking? No.
But yeah, he beat him in that in less than 1.5. Lerner has a long way to learn. Has a long way to go with but his forehand is really good. But I'm sad that Jannik couldn't play his backhand because Lerner's backhand is not the best. Whenever he can, he'll play his forehand a lot, Lerner. So I think people need to realize that his backhand is not the best. But yeah, he did beat him with his forehand, with him playing his forehand. So yeah, he won that. This is just what happened. His comfort zone, his comfort zone. This is just a breakdown of the match itself. But yeah, he won it in 72 minutes. So yeah, he has 3 titles in the season, while Alcaraz has 8. So yeah, he hasn't returned. He hasn't this is his second title that he has retained this season. Yeah, so he wins his second thingy. So well, he did quote saying, "We have been reflecting a lot on the US Open final. We are working on new things. We are changing a lot of small things where I'm thinking of now. The amount of mistakes at the moment is for sure a little bit higher, but I hope that recovers in a very positive way, But yeah, he's also acknowledging that he does make some mistakes there and there. But yeah, but it's a learning process. It takes time. It's a journey to get to where you want to be as a player, So he's judging from his final Sinner's new variety to be a long-term project. Exactly, you know what I mean? It's not going to happen overnight. He did make one early attempt at a forehand drop shot, but then hustled for it and quickly dismissed it with the backhand winner. Otherwise, this was the first strike hard-court tennis from Sinner. Why not? So, yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. So he won that one. Wait, one more thing. Okay, let's do one more thing. It's just a question of time. It is just a question of time. Let's see how long I can take. I don't know how much I'll be able to do it on actual match court because one thing is practice and one thing is a match. So let's see. Exactly. Alrighty then. So that is Jannik Sinner. And then Alcaraz also won his title. This will be his 8th title of the season. He did say that this is the best season of the year so far. He's not playing in the 1000s tournament because of the ankle injury that he sustained during this tournament, so he won't be there. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that one. Okay, cheers. Moving on. And now we go to Coco. Coco is in the semifinals. Happy for her. She's in the finals. Bencic, there was a little bit of a tit for tat during Bencic's situation where Bencic was yelling at Coco's team for saying they were talking during her serving motions, and she was Coco was asked about that. There was a little tick there. It was like, Coco, I knew she said something to my team, but I didn't know exactly what. They told me she said shut up and I didn't hear it, so I'll only go based on what they told her. So apparently Bencic, when she was playing with Coco during that match, Bencic told Coco's team shut up, and she complained to the umpire. They cheering while I'm about to serve, when I'm about to serve. At first I thought she was talking about the crowd, because also the crowd also did that, but apparently she was talking about the team. I was telling her to be respectful. I've been nice to her team, of course we've been nice to each other. I just didn't like that comment towards my team. We moved on. I haven't spoke to her since. I obviously have a lot of respect for Belinda. She's a great player coming back and playing great news. And mom, enough with the mom thing. I've obviously wished it didn't happen, but it is what it is. So I think basically played as much tennis as I possibly can. So yeah, Bencic, she was like, I'm too old for these games. But yeah, this is the drama there. There's a lot of drama. And now, okay, Iga and the tennis thing. I Iga, they're complaining about the same thing. And also I saw an article where Djokovic was like, the players are not motivated enough, they're not together enough to complain about the scheduling. I didn't read that, I didn't have time. I saw it this morning, I didn't have time for that, but whatever. There's nothing new that they're complaining about. Medvedev was seen belittling another umpire because the Empire apparently gave him not giving a code violation, a violation for not giving his best effort. I don't know what that means. A commentator who was commentating on the match was also confused and asked what is the best effort thing, and he was like, maybe he misspoke. So we don't know exactly what is the best effort. And then he retired after the second set, whatever the set was, when he was 4 down, and he retired due to cramps. And then he got into the Empire. This is what he said: I want to do something bad. I'm not allowed because I'm disqualified. Why is everywhere in the world trying to intimidate? I didn't say one word after the US. I'm trying to be good, and this guy is doing that. I'm supposed to be act good. Fuck you, man. Yeah, it's 5775 for love. F you, man. Like, honestly, stop acting like an effing baby. Not everyone is there to attack you. You just need to be respectful, okay? There's no need for you to always there. Like, honestly, you need to chill. But yeah, those are some of the dramas that happened during the WTA 1000 China tournament. Yeah, like, honestly, the whole Ida thing and her complaining about the scheduling again, I'm not going to be doing that. Like, honestly, Bencic, we get it. Hello. Okay, that's the end of tennis news. Okay, so I don't know. Yeah, Yannick is playing tomorrow, so I want to see that he can do what he needs to be doing to defend his title. But the man faculty played 7 days of 500, and now he's playing 2 weeks of 1,000. I just hope that he's in tip-top physical shape. I hope yesterday on Thursday he rested in 2 days when he's gonna start practicing to move on forward. But a lot of people, even learners in this tournament, so he's also doing great. So if he can do it, of course Yannick Sinner can do it. You know what I mean? So Yannick Sinner, I forgot my wig again. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. So now we're going to rugby news. This is a quick one. Rugby news. Oxenchair comes back in the lineup, so he didn't change much. It's just Oxenchair. There it is right here. I have Oxenchair, Malcolm Mark. So nothing has changed. Sasha Feinberg and what's his name? Manny Lemarque. But Manny Lemarque is in. Oh yeah, also last week he came off the bench, so he also came off the bench. So nothing changed. So the team relatively still stays the same. But Jesse Creel is in the lineup as well. Bongi's back as well. But yeah. But the first 15, everything remains the same basically. So yeah, let's hope for great rugby. And then the matches that are on vandaag. Okay, and the Rugby Championships. Where is it? The Rugby Championships at 3 p.m. South Africa versus Australia in London. I don't know why they're playing in London, honestly. Like, truly, hello. They don't appreciate us. But but a lot of London people live in South Africa. They're actually supposed to be vice versa. South African people live in London, so they'll be packed with South African supporters there. And then at 11:45 is Australia versus New Zealand. Australia. Come on, Australia! Anyway, that is all. Yeah, that is all. That's the only 2 matches that I care for this weekend. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. That it was tennis best, and we appreciate and we love some more peace. We look forward to next year's season, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.